Let's welcome Team Yangtze University。首先为您介绍延世大学1号 Number 1一海村，2号 Number 2康泰阳，3号 Number 3苦参菜，5号 Number 5易从勇，6号 Number 6金从武，7号 Number 7易彩虹，8号 Number 8易平勇，9号 Number 9易有情，10号 Number 10洪灿明，11号 Number 11安从武，13号 Number 30康清风，23号 Number 23EQ Tai Head Coach 云虎群 Assistant Coach 苍才明，欢迎延世大学代表队。And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the home team, Tayan University of Technology。接下来，让我们一起欢迎太原理工大学1号高佳云，2号陈子文，5号杨子豪，8号张林豪，10号刘少伟，11号孟凡森，12号段成国，13号赵帅哥，14号梁虎龙，16号田虎明，21号杨浩天，欢迎23号曹志豪，欢迎主教练 Head Coach 杨文海 ，Assistant Coach 崔志雷、张凯敏。And now it's time to shake hands， 请双方运动员相互致意。Please send the greeting to the audience.
Who do you want to focus your commentary on during the game?
Well, we could start off. I can take over the Tayan University team. Their debut in the AUBL series. They are known as the King of the Northwest. It's the only team in China to win 18 regional championship titles. But you know, Yonsei is impressive in its own way.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So they also like to be known as Yonsei University. So if we say Yonsei, we're referring to the same team. About to jump it up, Kang Chi-hun and also Duan Cheng Go. And Yonsei wins the tip. Well, Yonsei with the package, pressing. Good attempted defense by Tayan. Gets inside, touch pass for the midi, hits the front iron.
We got the guard from Tayan University, number two, Chen Ziwei, getting the board as well, bringing it back to Tayan University side. There's the kick out from the corner. They're going to try to reset with Yonsei trying to poke it out. There's the long two at the free throw line, no good. Ricochets out.
Here they come, racing up the court. That was Kung Soo Oh, or King Sung Oh. Check that. King Soo Oh still with it on the wing. Trying to look in the lane, posting up. Posting, goes to the post office, bank shot, no good, and the referee blows it down.
That's a shame. It's an in and out kind of situation. One or the other, there's going to be a foul call on number 2 from Tayan University at Chen Ziwen.
So 14 seconds left on the clock, not even 1 minute played, but both teams just feeling each other out, playing a little bit of chess. Catch, shoot, basket, nice drain jumper by King Sung Oh.
Well done finish with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Now at the top is Yang Hulong. Ball gets batted around. Back to Yonsei it goes.
Good steal, good pass, nice dish, pump fake. Oh, he just, 2 Taiyuan defenders just chomped on that up fake. Smart move. Yonsei.
Yeah, he showed really good patience and restraint in that possession here. Yang Zihao, one of the key players for Tayan University. There's a bullet pass and the baseline cut. Ooh, too strong there.
Good D and transition. One good quarter scores, pump fake, and is that a travel? It is. And he doesn't get any frequent fly points as well.
Absolutely not. Do not pass go, do not collect 200. Back to Tayan University. They are wearing a very cool jersey. What color would you say? Turquoise?
It's bright.
You think so? I think it's like a
not like if you want to improve your visibility, that's how you get. That's the color. Actually, I want to ask them for a jersey. I'm going to be thick-skinned.
Yeah, I like that jersey a lot. There's the shot from the perimeter, no good. That's going to be number 11, Meng Fansen.
And Yonsei with all the answers at the moment. What do you say? I say Yonsei. Yonsei out. They're moving it very quickly. Quick passing. Golden State Warrior style, but turnover.
It's the right idea with a pocket pass. Unfortunately, it didn't line up to a Yonsei player. Too strong on the shot. They got 2 rebounds now. Couldn't get the 3rd chance opportunity. Yonsei players already have 4 or 5 rebounds on their stats line.
Not getting shots to go down for Taiyuan. Good screen. Get some separation. Should have swung it. Bounce it. Ups it. And draws the foul. Yep. Taylor, Yonsei with all the answers right here.
Yeah, I'm liking, and what we're seeing in the game right now with Yonsei is those really quick bounce passes through the legs or in between Tayan players. And I think as of right now, they have control of the first quarter with already a sub in from Tayan. Number 14, Yang Hulong is returning to the bench as head coach is giving him some form of instructions.
Yang Hulong looked like he was limping there a little bit. I hope he's okay, so don't want to see anybody injured. I want to see everybody at full stretch, and that was not the best free throw technique in the world.
Just an update on you, Ben, from the Echigen matchup against NCCU. There's key player number 5. He actually had to go to the hospital for possible stitches. So again, just stitches, you know, it's just the mouth and nose area, but you know, we'll see if we get more updates along the days.
Thanks for that update, Tay. We really appreciate that. The super commentator Cape on to try to find out what's going on.
Duan Chengguo with a lob to the bucket.
Lob come pass come shot, but Yunse with the ball at the moment. They're just moving around. Good screen, separation, should have popped out. Takes the 3, too short.
Yeah, Yonsei there running the pick and roll in that instance. And here's Tayan. I like to start from the left side of the backcourt, and he shows patience and restraint. Number 12, Duan Chengguo.
I was a little bit disappointed with Yunsei's, you know, Hong Sang-min. He should have stuck his arms out, put a body, you know, a bit more body on it. Try to close his defender out. That was a bit too easy as he got to the rim, way too easy.
That's a holding foul that we're seeing in the replay by Meng Fansen. He knew what he did.
Yeah,
he acknowledges it. Yeah.
They're good at setting the screens. They're quite disciplined at setting the screens. Yunse floater, bank shot is good. The running bank shot, and they're off to a good start.
Solid mid-range game for the Yonsei player. Here's Gao Jiayun. Look away pass again, starting from the left. They're not really going to drive in from the right, as we're seeing so far. Beautiful hook pass, swinging it from the opposite end. Here's a catch and shoot. Hits the outer rim.
Easy rebound by Yunse. This is Yu Ju-yang. Yu Ju-yang now. He's got a screen in front of him, which is good for some protection and some separation. Ju-yang swings it. Jab, shoot, drive, inside. Didn't go for the reverse. High arcing. Not quite splashing, but they get it back. Attacks. And in and out and in. Fantastic hustle and finished it well by Geng Chi-hun.
Yeah, Gun Chi-hun taking advantage of that little cluster of a mess that is in the paint. Tayan still not being able to get those boards. And, you know, they're both pretty comparable in size, it looks like. As we have, once again, a catch-and-shoot opportunity. No threes for Tayan still, as they're far behind, 2-9.
Yunse just trying to take advantage of this. Their lack of shooting, and they've only got 1 bucket in this game to show for it. It is a 7-point lead for Yunse. Yunse got some length off the fake, long 2 from the baseline. In it goes nothing but AUBL net.
Yeah, again, we're seeing Yonsei with having really strong mid-range game, and there's an and 1 for number 23, Cao Zihao.
That was courageous by Cao Zihao. I really like that, Tay.
Yeah, he's they have a nickname for 3 of the players on the Tayan team, and they call themselves the 3 Musketeers. So Cao Zihao is one of the 3. That's going to be a foul call made on number 11 of Yonsei, An Sun Woo.
Which one's D'Artagnan?
I'm sorry?
Which one's D'Artagnan, the 3 Musketeers?
You know what? I don't know, actually. I don't think they were very specific at that.
Okay. Well,
I don't even know the translation of D'Artagnan to Chinese. So I really can't tell you.
Maybe that's a question we can ask them at the tea break in the hotel. On the drive, dish up, layup is good. Hits Taiwan University with a layup. And what a move by Hong Sang-min.
Yeah, great fast break, dish and swish, and there's a turnover for Tayan. Again, momentum on Yonsei's side. They're showing restraint, and the score is 13-4, and a much-needed call timeout is made for Tayan University.
Looks like they've just been hit by a torpedo Korea, tank here from all the way from Yonsei. What a, shots fired, basket scored. They were impressive, Yonsei. And just as looking at the highlights here, Taylor, Tayan really struggling.
Yeah, they're keeping up in terms of the pace, but as of right now, we're seeing a lot of control and good effort, moving the ball around, finding their counterparts. As we see here, there's they're playing unselfish basketball in the team in white. And again, really credit to where credit is due. Their mid-range game is really quite a knockout so far.
Yeah, no, they're shooting well, and they've got the stroke. And again, their motion offense is pretty impressive, that they've got the athletes to really run at you. Again, I've said this time and time again, and I do apologize if I sound like a broken record, but, you know, do you have enough gas to play that kind of basketball for 4 quarters? You know, I mean, hopefully some of these guys are really, really well conditioned. 5 points for number 13 there, Kingsley Chi-hun. He's done really, really well. You know, so the third quarter, I always call that the premiership quarter or the championship quarter. That's the real test, when your fitness is either wonky or either stable. But let's give Taiyuan University some love. They've just started a little bit slow.
Well, hopefully the fans at Bingjiang Gymnasium will give them some momentum. Again, it's a Tuesday afternoon here. Maybe people are on their lunch break, but you know what? It's the domestic fans are going to support their domestic team in the turquoise jerseys.
Drive, good disruption.
Turnover, let's see if that leads to a touchdown. He's outnumbered 3-2, and there we go. Boom goes the bucket. There's 2 points after the timeout.
13-6. This is a bit better by Taiyuan University of Technology. Taiyuan, the capital city of the Shenxi province. Turnover. Here they come again.
Trying to get a little too fancy with it. There's a coast-to-coast and a beautiful finger roll into the basket. Now is a call timeout for Yonsei University. Good to stop Taiyuan at their tracks.
What a run. What a really, really good run, and a 6-0 run. And they are just 5 points down. All of a sudden, we were giving too much love for Yonsei. And all of a sudden, I think Taiyuan University of Technology heard us, and they said, okay. And they played Mr. Miyagi basketball. They went defense, pressed him, caught the ball, forced him into a turnover, and their transition speed is quite slick there, Tay.
Yeah, again, as I mentioned before, they can keep up with each other, and which, circling back to what you say, could they keep it up in all 4 quarters? We saw in the first game just now that was definitely out of the question. It was a very bumpy ride to our first ever OT in the tournament, as we're seeing the overview of the Taiyuan players getting instructed by head coach Yang Wenhai. He is currently a professor also at Taiyuan University of Technology.
Nice to see an academic who loves the game of basketball.
Aren't you an academic too? See?
I am, but I think, you know, I mean, I'm a part-time academic, so not full-time, but it's I think the LA Lakers coach of 1980, I think he was some sort of literature professor. His name skips my head at the moment, which is a little bit embarrassing as a Lakers fan, but 4 points for that man right there, Tay.
Yeah, he's the thorn in Yonsei's side. He's got 4 points and 1 assist. Now, number 23 on Yonsei's side, he's rocking a face guard. That's going to be Lee Q-Tae.
The pronunciation, according to the players, is E-Q-Tae.
E-Q-Tae.
Yeah. So a tough one. I watched it when I first tried to say it. So thank you to the Yonsei players for teaching me some basic Korean yesterday as well. Not just Kamsei Hamida and Hanye Haseo. Handoff. Yonsei. This is good defense by Taiyuan. Just trying to do pressure D. Long 3. Short. And Taiyuan sets it up and goes.
Yeah, we see the 5 out for Yonsei. Now going back to Taiyuan University. There's the handoff. They're going to start from the left again, eventually crawling their way to the right. But let's see, he pulls up for the long 2.
Good look, but shot couldn't go down. Not quite the sweet spot. Posting up. He's trapped. Screen. That's a good screen as he rolls to the rim. His defender staying with him. Switch. Corner. Good pressure by Taiyuan. Goes in the lane, tries to bank it, no good. And the referee blows it down. And Yonsei coach looking very, very frustrated. Yesterday he was very calm and collected and super, super patient. But the nerves, the pressure of coaching really showing on all coaches' body language.
I mean, for good reason, too. Even after the timeout, they still have yet to make a bucket. 13-8 right now. Tyran making it a problem for the men in white. Is that going to count? Yes, sir. It certainly does.
It does. What a move.
It's going to be number 5 from Taiyuan University. That's Yang Zihao, the other musketeer in that trio. There's that jab and roll in.
I'm going to call him Amos.
Amos?
Yeah, I'm a big Three Musketeers fan.
Okay.
You're talking to the ultimate fan of the Three Musketeers.
Look, I'm just the messenger. I don't know too much about the musketeer lore, but he gets 3 points there.
Well, the favorite line of the Three Musketeers for King and Country in this situation is for the university, Taiyuan University of Technology. And Yonsei University, who are only leading by 2 after leading by 8. What a quick turnaround of events. And we're only in the first quarter. Nice movement. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Couldn't connect on the 3.
Yeah, he had the look, not the touch. Bringing it back over to Tyran. Kick out, risky pass out to Yang Zihao. And there's a downhill drive, but he rejects that. Pass it over to the wing player. Double team now, resetting. 6 seconds left of the shot clock, and he desperate Hail Mary pays off for Taiyuan University.
Ties it up at this beautiful stadium, the Binjiang Gymnasium in Hangzhou, China. Now, 90 seconds to go. Yonsei have to up their game, have to hit their shots. It's great to move it around, but you gotta finish. Sends it for the 3, hits the back iron. And still the horn blows for the shot clock violation. The coach, Yunjin, in a little bit of a shock.
That's showing really good control in Liu Shaowei. Again, he bumps into the Yonsei player, but then he recovers and makes the bucket. Still Yonsei's possession.
Yonsei just holding, trying to draw the defenders. Sends it for the contested 3 and tries to get his own miss. Keeps it alive. Good job. Out. Wing. No 3-point sting and physicality to the highest order. The Taiyuan University of Tech players, Tay, gotta be a bit more careful and a bit more disciplined in how they're trying to play D.
Yeah, that's a foul call on Liu Shaowei. So another chance for Yonsei to make a bucket as we have number 12 subbing in, Duan Chengguo coming back.
Shoots for 3, uncontested, couldn't get that to go, and right now they're firing blanks.
As a handoff turns a favor, number 12 coming in off the bench. Duan Chengguo gets the and 1. Whew.
These guys must have heard me and said, okay, let's silence this guy. We were quiet, but now we are super noisy. Look at this, Tay.
Yeah, what a smart sub out for head coach Yang Wenhan. Again, coming off immediately, getting the pass and driving in to the right. Gets rewarded with a free throw.
4 points for Duan.
Now rounding it up to 5 points. And just like that, Tyran now with a 3-point lead.
4-3, they're shooting 3s and it's not going down. They've got to do something different.
Yeah, they're shooting blanks from the perimeter. And here comes number 23, Cao Zihao. Too short though.
It's it back.
Yeah, look at the vertical from all those players getting the board. Pace is slowed down a little bit and he goes up and under like a thief in the night.
I thought he was going to go for the donut and jam it in, or for the dunk donut. Okay, now 5 points down. Yonsei being tested. They go out. Clumsy, fake, sidestep, 3-point take. And that's what and how this quarter has finished. What a comeback by Taiyuan University of Technology. At one point, they only scored a bucket, and all of a sudden, they scored a high number of buckets, and they've hit the front 18-13. Taylor Chen what an impressive sign of grit, resilience, and calmness by Tayan University of Technology.
We're getting a stronger start in game 2 of day 2. Now, what we saw earlier is the game of runs so far from Tayan University. Now, they were quite behind. What was it? 9-2 was the score. Now, despite those runs, and you know, with Yonsei calling a timeout, they were still ineffective. Look at that. They only scored 13 points, unable to get a single point after that called timeout.
Well, you know, and then after that, Yonsei University, they just went 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. And look at those stats at the moment. I mean, Tayan University, stronger field goal shooting percentage, 47%. And then, yeah, you know, quite matched in the rebound department, assist department, and also even Steven in the steal. So, you know, tight game, but you know what? It's all about hitting your shots.
Yeah, and then also to compare to the last game, you know, these guys are bigger, they're physical, but they're showing a lot more restraint in terms of fouls. No foul trouble or no stoppage, not as many stoppages that we witnessed earlier.
No, we're noticing the referees just letting it flow a lot more in this game. I mean, before this, in the previous game, everyone, we just had a high number of calls. Great transition by the Tayan University of Technology team. You know, they played better defense. They realized that, you know, they were giving the Yonsei team too much time and space and bossing it around. But after that, they tightened up and their offense just flowed.
Again, yeah, just credit to where credit is due. They really showed control towards the second half of the first quarter. So let's see how the second quarter fares.
That's so, well, let's hope for a close one, because we thought we were going to like pack it up in the second game until Hetu Chen hit the 3 with the corner pocket 3 to send the game to overtime, 75-75. But the players now slowly coming back on the court. Turnovers in the first period, 4 turnovers for the Taiyuan team, and yeah, 4 turnovers for the Yonsei University team. So let's expect more. So here you go, Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, the stats are pretty comparable except for the field goal percentages. From the field, Tayan has been more successful at 47-31 only for Yonsei University. We're starting off Tayan's possession. Bully ball in, gets free throws at the line. That's going to be number 11, Meng Fansen.
King Sung-oh, the man that you see on our screen there, he should have been a lot more physical than his opponent. I think we can see it here. Like, he should have got in there and tried to reach in for the steal. Instead, like, you know, he was letting his opponent, Meng Fansen, just really get to the rim. I was like a bit disappointed there, but that's what it is.
Meng Fansen playing 6 minutes in the first quarter. He's 1 for 2 at the free throw line. First free throw buckets for him.
They're just trying to press the Yonsei team, which is good, but Yonsei broke the press a little bit, and they saw that coming, so good basketball IQ. Nope, couldn't get the shot to go off. Should have taken the shot, but goes for the long 2. Couldn't get that to go down. Easy rebound by Taiyuan.
Solid defense by the men in turquoise. It's their turn to try to make a bucket. Stepping on the line, turnover, 5th one for Tayan University.
What a call and an animation there by the referee. He's been doing that all tournament long. I mean, he's one of them who's been doing it all tournament long. I love it. Where's the referee right there from America, Julian Scott, just calm and collected and said, all good. Yonsei trying to fend off his defender. Looking, swing, cross, bad pass, but they recover. Bounce pass, upstairs, yes! Ooh, that was almost a foul and an and one, but good attempt by Duan Chengguo to protect.
I would have said that was a basket interference actually in that moment.
I agree with you, but the referee didn't blow it down.
No, not at all. Too much to see. They got to choose one thing to call.
Yeah.
So it's back to Tayan's possession. 19-15. Yonsei managing to get a field goal, and there's a trap set by Yonsei University.
That's smart. Smart double team trap. Let's hit them with what they hit us with midway through the first period. And then bounce pass went upstairs. 50-50 call. Couldn't call that one.
Sure, yeah. And another sub by Tayan University. We have somebody
Injured. He's holding his forehead, I think. Is he bleeding?
either bleeding or maybe lost a contact.
Okay.
Here, let's take a look at the replay and what we're seeing. Oh, a jab in the eye. So no bleeding, but, you know, probably a lot of discomfort for number 23, Cao Zihao.
Game will resume very, very shortly after that. Just slight medical check.
Here we go. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. At the wing, and bullet pass to the opposite end. Bully ball. Ooh, there's an elbow to the face. Offensive foul called on Meng Benson.
Yep, that was the referee Julian saying, yep, the elbow went swinging.
Yeah, very clear vision too. He was right there. You can kind of see the side of Julian there.
That's called a close-up lens.
Yeah, definitely.
Bring it up the court. Nice control of the package. Up fake. Tracks a double team. Good double team defense.
Yeah, solid defense. There's a double team. Let's see how effective they are. Back to offense. They've only scored 1 point from a free throw. Oh, they couldn't finish up. You got to close out those shots.
That almost went down, and that should have gone down. Unlucky by Taiyuan University of Technology. Good screen. Midi couldn't get the bouncing in.
Yeah, showing a little bit more hesitation in making those mid-range shots. I mean, they were quite effective in making those floaters, so I'd like to see more of that from Yonsei University. Again, there's a trap, but they didn't take the bait as they open the bank to cash in that check. That's going to be number 12 once again, Duan Chengguo.
That was a good move. Hit them with the layup where they didn't see it. And Yonsei have got to hit their shots. They've got to wake up. Because I feel like their offense is just a little bit rushed and a bit complacent. In and out.
No threes yet. Here's the coast-to-coast drive. And a one! Does not count, though. Does not count, but there's a consolation. He'll be at the free throw line. Let's take a look at that replay.
Yeah, he called it even before he put it up.
Yep. It's the right call. Number 23 at the line, Cao Zihao.
Yeah, that's
actually, no, apologies, no free throws.
It's all right, it's all good. Check that because the call wasn't super clear, and that's not the fault of the referee. Posting up.
All right, bullet pass at the wing. Again, resetting on the right-hand side this time. Oh, he loses the handle of the ball.
Here comes Yonsei, down lane and kick on the wing. Still no three, and back to Taiyuan.
Yeah, good attempt on the run and gun, and Taiyuan, again, lobbing those passes. No dribble penetration yet. Now here we go, here's Guan, double team. Ball gets fumbled around, Taiyuan recovers though. There's another double team trap at the baseline. Here's a dribble drive in from the left, takes it to the bank once again.
They've got to improve their interior defense, Yonsei University. I mean, smaller guys getting to the rim and scoring with layups. They are the longer team, so they've got to do a better job. Yonsei, 8 points down again. They need a basket. They haven't hit a basket for quite some time. Between the legs, working on his opponent. Rises, falls short again. And that's the story. Look at how quick Taiyuan is on rebounds, Tay.
Chen Zihao showing a lot of grit. He gets the board. Finger rolls in and nothing but net. Swish, swish. That's going to be at number 5, Yang Zihao.
What a lead, what a run. I'm surprised the Yonsei coach hasn't called for a timeout. They need something, and they need something special. But it starts with getting those rebounds. They got to box out, win those rebounds so that Taiyuan don't get it back so easily. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, a lot of hesitation there, or really solid defense run by Taiyuan University as we got a couple of Yonsei subs. And, you know, circling back to what you said, Ben, I think head coach of Yonsei will save it to the last couple of minutes of the second quarter, as once again Zihao brings it back to Tayan. Duan Chengguo at the top. Takes the screen, bringing it into the paint himself. There's the jab, putting Yonsei in the spins, around and in it goes.
They're getting sucked in. They're getting sucked in by the up fakes and the movements. Yonsei, now they're in a bit of a hole. Shoots for three, bang!
There we go.
Oh, they needed that. Stroke that from the outside. The masked shooter, EQT.
There we go. You see on the stats in this quarter, Yonsei making their first out of the three. And travel call is made on Tayan University. That is going to give a big break for Yonsei University.
One thing Yonsei University, what they're doing right now, hopefully that three gives them a bit of ignition that, okay, we got to get back into this game. Just a couple of baskets. Okay, maybe we still got plenty of time left, 4.5 minutes. But just go on a run. Hit them with what they hit with us. We gave them access to our rim way too easily. They drove downhill in the lane way too easily. Let's make it tough. Yonsei, here they come. Trying to play a bit tougher, up fake, out, swing. Releases for the three, contested, off target. Rebound, Taiyuan University of Technology.
Now we got a bench player going high up for that board. Luckily, it was uncontested. And the roles had reversed. As you took a really quick look on the stats line, the Tayan University out-rebounding Yonsei in the second quarter, 6-1.
Yonsei is losing in the rebound department. And they're getting decent looks, but not capitalizing again. And where they let down here, Tay, is like, I tell you, I gotta give them credit, Taiyuan University. They're quick on getting those rebounds. They're quick on chasing those loose balls. And then they start on the break. And that's, and because Yonsei can't defend the rim on the interior, that's where they're getting baskets.
Yeah, speaking of the lack of protection, we already have two players on the Tayan side scoring double digits for the men in turquoise. And that's not going to help with Yonsei's cause.
Nope. But again, it's only not the first half has not been complete as yet. So let's see what happens. Can they finish strong to keep this game tight? Because we want a very tight game. We're neutrals and run. We do not support any of the universities in terms of being a fan.
But who does support Tayan University is our domestic fans here, as we saw a quick screen grab. And here's one with the double digits, now with 13 points. Just caught the Yonsei player sleeping at the wheel.
Yonsei has not played with any strong defense in this second quarter. It has just not been there, and that's why Taiyuan is up. Not super comfortably, but comfortable enough. On the spin, fake, shoots for the triple, goes up for the rebound and couldn't secure it, but they will get the ball back to inbound with 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
Again, that control is quite amazing. You see the body bump, and then you see the jump step, making that bucket. Again, that's Duan Chengguo, lead scorer for Tayan University with 13 points and 2 rebounds. As we have 23, Cao Zihao returning.
The outside, bullet pass, posting up on the baseline on the spin, kick to the corner. He sends it. The mass three-point shooter, tip, put back. No, he's already fouled, so he will go to the line. So hand check foul, 2 shots, and they've got to hit this because to make it a 10-point ball game. Taiyuan University of Technology, their transition has been very good in this quarter. They started slow, but they're playing strong currently. Knocks it in.
It's going to be, we are seeing free throws with number 10 making a personal foul. That's Liu Shaowei, but coming in, flying in, trying to get the board. Instead, he gets his first personal.
6th point of the game for King Sung-oh, and it is a 10-point ball game with not long to go.
Overhead pass. Reset returns the favor, swinging it. And travel call once again on Tayan's side.
So for Yonsei to inbound, can just get a couple of baskets before the end of this period, maybe game back on. But full credit, Tayan, their transition has been, and their commitment to defense has been quite impressive. Takes a kick, rise and shoot. Couldn't hit the target. It's all everywhere. And here comes Tayan.
Tayan really effective on that and Yonsei's possession with the zone. 13 seconds on the shot clock. And a downhill pass out of bounds back to Yonsei.
He's smiling about it. He's seeing the philosophical side about it. And to the bench he goes. And that is Gao Jiayu of the Taiwan University of Technology team. Hasn't elected to press. Just going man and trying to apply a bit of the defensive pressure. Good control by Eugene earlier. Now Yu Ju-young looking for the opportunity. Back, fake, in the lane, take, bank shot doesn't work.
Tayan back at it again, less than 2 minutes. Slowing down the pace of the game. Zihao from the top. Looks like Yonsei is man-to-man. He loses grip of the ball. 3 seconds left to go. He does not pay attention to the clock. That's a shot clock violation. Tayan now with 11 turnovers.
We've seen that a few times today, that the players from the first game didn't realize about the clock.
Yeah.
And that's a really, really good test under pressure. And your toughness will be tested. So Yonsei's toughness is definitely being tested right now. Oh, almost a turnover. It is a turnover.
It's effective all-switch defense, and they're going to make Yonsei pay. That's going to be a beautiful finger roll run by number 10, Liu Shaowei.
Good transition by Taiwan University of Technology. Like I said, the commitment to D, impressive. Thought about the step back, posting up. Their pressure defense is giving Yonsei a lot of problems. Yonsei on the spin, stop, tries to get went for the pop and tried to get the stop, but reach-in foul, says referee Julian, so it will be 2 shots from the line. And this man up here looking up at the scoreboard saying, okay, this is going to be a very, very interesting halftime talk. Will it be animated or will it be calm? Puts that away. Lee Ju-young. Lee Ju-young he's got 5 points currently. And yeah, if he hits this, he'll be the leading scorer in the Yonsei team, who will have 6 points. And he's still got 5. And Tayan, here they come.
Coast-to-coast pass, and entry by Yonsei University, and a beautiful crossover.
Rejection launches. Tap. Here we go again.
Back to Tayan it goes, outnumbered 2-1, and he fights it in. And into the hole it goes with 30 seconds left in regulation.
Yonsei trying to stay relevant, and they just give it away. That doesn't help anybody's cause.
Yeah, they didn't react very well after that little scramble. 20 seconds left, and Duan Chengguo gets a well-deserved break for a remainder of the second quarter. Possession, Tayan University. 35-22 is the score. Quite a big difference for Yonsei University after their game win against Shanghai Jiao Tong University. 8 seconds left. Bullet pass, and here's the pull-up jumper. It does not fall, and 1 second to go. Here's the buzzer beater shot. Around and in it goes for Tayan University. University of Technology. Score now 37-22. What a way to end the first half.
That's right, and they are absolutely bossing this Tay. Have a look at this quick release, and as the horn blew, rounds it in, fist pump in the air, and why not? You have been the better team. Halftime score at the Binjiang Gymnasium in Hangzhou. It is Taiyuan University of Technology 37, Yonsei University 22. That's our halftime score, everyone. Let's enjoy the entertainment by the cheerleaders, and then we'll have some highlights. And later we'll come back with more from this game from the Binjiang Gymnasium in Hangzhou. The game between Yonsei University and Taiyuan University of Technology. And those are the stats right there. And welcome back, everyone. You're joining us for the second game of today in the AUBL. Taiwan University of Technology, the capital city of the Shenzhen-Shi province, Taiwan that is, taking on the very, very famous Yonsei University of the People's Republic of Korea. Yonsei came out very, very strong, but after that, the Taiwan University team or technology team, should I say, really put the foot down, played some great transition offense and defense, and that's why they're leading 37-22. If you're just joining us for the very first time today, my fantastic partner alongside with me, breaking down every play, getting every statistic correct, is the one and only Taylor Chen. Taylor, you know what? You know, I'm lost for words how to describe Taiwan University of Technology at the moment, but they started a bit sluggish, but are they bossing this game on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, I mean, look, if we look at the field goal attempts and percentages, they're making more shots and they're getting those shots in. And if we're looking at the starting five for the Taiwan players, I mean, 28 points. Starting five for Yonsei is a whole different story, 17 points now. Taiwan University, though, they're giving up those 3-point attempts. They've made 0 for 4, but again, they're making those buckets and they're actually following through with those finishes, with big thanks to number 5, Yang Zihao, as well as other starter player number 13, or excuse me, number 12, Duan Chengguo. They lead the scoring, both 13 points. And again, he's not the tallest player, but he can hustle and move and shake up against the Yonsei players. And you can see he's definitely outsized.
Well, one thing that I am a little bit disappointed about in this Yonsei team, they were out-rebounded 21-16, and that man right there getting 13 points and 2 assists and 3 steals. Very young, very, very good player. But you know what, they are a longer team, the Yonsei team. They should do a lot better in terms of boxing out and rebounding. And their interior defense, I've been critical of their interior defense in the second period especially. And no disrespect to the Taiwan University of Technology team, but that's what led to some very easy buckets as they were attacking the crib and just, you know, rolling it in with those finger rolls and those layups.
Yeah, what I would really love to see from Yonsei University is, again, their mid-range game. It was quite fun to watch the men in white to make those teardrop shots, pulling up for those jumpers. We had seen very little of that. They were held down to only 9 points in the second quarter. That's single-digit numbers.
Well, single-digit numbers. Let's go. The third period is on. History starts now, as you can see on the big screen. That is the tagline of the Asian University Basketball League, the inaugural season 2025. Pump fake, top, and here they come. Transition here, Tay.
Poor pass here, but it goes back to the hands of Yonsei. 2 turnovers because of just not paying attention.
Contested 3, and 3's not going down. Pump fake for the reverse, yes! That's a lot better hustle. Now they're gonna get back on D pretty quickly. King Sung-oh with the basket.
Yeah, he took a page out of Taiwan's playbook and was effective right under the basket. Again, another turnover for Taiwan University.
And finger roll, oh, gets fouled in the process. And I think he wanted that basket. I thought he was in as he was about to hit Taiwan University of Technology with the layup. The 37-24, and a much better effort, I must say, by Yonsei. Early days yet. Well, there's a few Taiwan players walking around a bit gingerly.
Yeah, and just kind of to recap the first half of the game, there were quite a few turnovers made by Taiwan University, but they got away with it because of how much they outscored. But in this instance, this is kind of a little window or preview to see that with these turnovers, can Yonsei crawl back to the lead that they had in the first quarter?
Good analysis there, Tay. And this man, can he get 2 out of 2 for Hong Sang-min. So, kamsahamnida, thank you very much in the wonderful language of Korean.
Back at it again, Taiwan University with 23, Cao Zihao. At the controls, Zihao, and another Zihao with a pocket pass. Good defense by Yonsei.
Yonsei moving it well, but they've got to finish. They moved it well in the first, and they were just missing too many shots. Off the fake, long 2, gets the drop to go. That jumper found nothing but the bottom of the net. Excellent, excellent stop by King Sung-woo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see, and they did just that in that possession. There's the downhill pass, but they reset once again from the wing. Zihao at the top, 6 seconds left to go. He's got to make some moves, and a Hail Mary shot is too short, and Duan gets the rebound.
Good effort.
There's a corner. Uncontested, here it comes, around and out though.
Yonsei's lucky. That could have gone down. That could have gone way down. So here they come. What can they deliver? Good, well, scrappy screen set there earlier. Another screen as he slips to the rim. Got to watch the shot clock as well. Up fake, shoots for three. No joy.
No, nobody coming in for that rebound either. Now Yonsei is choosing not to give those those pick and rolls a chance, as we have number 12, Duan Chengguo, getting in 15 points on his stats line.
That was a bullet pass, but where were they? Why were they protecting the rim? Positioning, really. Handoff. Should have gone for the back door. They're getting a little bit stuck here, Yonsei. Good defense by Tayan. Bullet pass, spin, fake. Oh, collects the foul. And does the referee say continuation? They're saying yes, continue, continue. I love seeing that. And yes, it goes through. So Yonsei making a game of this. Good spin, fake, turn, yep. And the body was crashing on the back already, Tay. So it is Mr. Hong Sang-min to the line. Can he convert the three-point play? Three-point trip not on.
He does not. He's the key player for Yonsei University. Here comes Tayan again. Kickball violation. Subs coming in from Tayan, or Yonsei and Tayan. We have a number 10, Liu Shaowei, returning to the game. Score is 39-30 as Gao Jiayun goes to the bench. There's 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's a hand in the cookie jar, and Tayan gets a turnover trying to stop the fast break opportunity.
Did you ever hear the song when you were growing up, Who Stole the Cookie in the Cookie Jar?
No, I don't even know there's a song called
Oh my God, I'm showing my age here a bit, but yeah, because you said it a few times in our calls in the last 2 days, and I find it very funny. That's one thing I think about cookies. That's a shirt pull right there. So that's called taking one for the team. I'm sure you heard that call before.
Yes, but I'm curious now who sang that song.
Well, okay.
I've never heard of that song title.
Okay, when we have dinner with the team later, I'm gonna go find YouTube and play that song for you. It's quite catchy, actually. Can this be catchy here? Oh, he's so lucky. It just sneaks in. King Sung-woo makes this an 8-point ball game, and Yonsei has really, really improved. But they could improve a bit more.
Good save. Good save.
Yeah, but there's an improvement, and they're making a game of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yonsei inbound. Surprisingly, the three-point shooters haven't lit up, but that has to be the credit of the defense of Tayan. From the midi, from the baseline, good hustle.
Yeah, circling back to what you say, Tayan University, very effective on defense, denying the pick and roll opportunities for Yonsei University. As we see on the stats line, 4 rebounds for Tayan, 2 for Yonsei. So that still continues on with Tayan leading in the boards. Back to Yonsei it goes.
Off the long rebound, nice feed. Out, shoots for 3, yes sir! It's in for the triple. Lee Hae-sul makes his team's hair stand in excitement. Timeout called.
Timeout called, made by Tayan University. Tayan only held down to scoring 2 points in the game, as opposed to Yonsei. Again, tables have turned. They scored 12 points in this quarter alone.
What an absolute swing, Tay. 37-22 at the half. And can you believe it? Is my eyes deceiving me? Tayan has only scored 2 points.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh.
Yeah, and just to tell the audience, Yonsei University outscored their second quarter. Second quarter, again, held down to 9 points, different story. And we still have 6 minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock.
Well, how many times have the basketball experts said this? Basketball is a game of runs, and a 12-2 run in this period by Yonsei University, for them to be in touching distance within the Taiwan team. It's still 5 points and still not, I mean, super close, but it was better than how this game started when they were down. Well, this half started, should I say, when they were down by 15 points.
And to bring it back to day one when Yonsei played, you mentioned, Ben, that they utilized a lot of the pick and rolls. Now this time around, they're not giving those downhill passes to those centers. However, they've recovered really quickly, taking a page out of Tayan's playbook in this third quarter. You know, hustling a lot more and getting those mid-range shots again.
Well, this will be interesting. This, you know, sometimes you need a firecracker, and those firecrackers come out very effectively after the timeout. Tay.
Now let's see how they fare in the ATO. 39-34. Yonsei only behind by 2 possessions. Bullet pass. Returns a favor, look away, pass at the wing, there's a drive in, 8 seconds left to go, resetting. Yonsei bench players are going wild, and there's a kiss to the glass and into the ring it goes. Beautiful finish by number 23, and Tao Zihao.
Oh, back to the drawing board for the interior defense. I think they need more pep talks there. Yonsei, screen, hold. Delivers, tries to deliver a 3, and another 3. Splashdown three-pointer by Yonsei University. What a shot from downtown from King Sung-oh.
It was a great play written out by head coach of Tayan, but Yonsei was quick to answer back. And Kim Seong-un with 12 points in the stats line is a kick out to the perimeter. There's a downhill drive skip pass to Duan. 1.2 seconds, buzzer beater shot, that's too high, but they recover out. Third opportunity, here's Zihao. Catch and shoot for number 11, no good, Mun Fan-sen. And here we come, there's a 4th time is a charm for Duan Chengguo.
That's poor rebounding, man. I don't mean to be critical, I don't mean to be negative, but they got to rebound a lot better than that. I mean, that's too easy.
Yeah, that's what I like to call padding the stats, when you're just under the ball and you're constantly getting the board and getting in for the field goal attempts.
And 2 big threes by Yonsei. Can they go for another one, or will they try to penetrate? They'll go for their 3rd three. Drops it in! The 3rd consecutive triple. Kaboom! Oh, yes. A big shot by Lee Ju-young. Youthful.
Yeah, the perimeter shooting is finally ignited for Yonsei University. The same can't be said for Tayan. And here he comes. There is no answer for Duan Chengguo. Can't stop, won't stop. Number 12. Yonsei doesn't have an answer for the guy.
No, Yonsei doesn't know how to play D.
No.
That's the problem. That's a challenge for them at the moment. They're so high, you know, they're highly strung offensively. For the reverse, thank you very much. The wraparound is good by Ikyute.
It's a great backdoor screen cut set by Yonsei University. Again, really exciting stuff after the call timeout made by Tayan University.
No foul.
There's a pressure defense by Yonsei. I think they heard you, Ben. There's a hook pass. 7 seconds left. And travel call. That might be the 3rd one for Tayan University.
Okay, too many steps. So, you know, my only, you know, advice really, for lack of a better word, to Yonsei, they've got to play D. They've got the length to do it. I mean, they've got tall players. I mean, I think this team is so offensively minded, and, you know, try to get the transition going. They can win those rebounds. You know, they were out rebounded in the first half, so, but not by much though. It was 19-15 in the first half. Got to make that adjustment, because the bigger teams will absolutely towel you if you don't rebound and try to box out, and at least try to protect the rim, pump fake. Because good defense by Tayan to really deny. Okay. Referee blows it down. Tay, what'd you see?
Man-to-man defense, and Yang Zihao got a little bit too much of a sticky finger situation. Gets a personal foul call on him. That's his second one.
Posting up. Not at the post. He's at the post office. Who wants to deliver the stamps on the spin? Good denial. Turn around, fade away. Good rebound. Yes, sir. It counts. And he gets the hoop and the harm. Potential three-point play coming up. And they're getting ever so close to Yonsei University from Shincheon in Korea.
Yeah, Tayan University now have five team fouls. So any fouls onward will lead to free throws for Yonsei University.
So at the line right now to make this a one-point ball game. He's got 7 points. Oh God.
Woof. Ugly finder there.
That is not pretty, but that's basketball.
Taozahal. Laser pass off. There's a double team. He finds help. Ooh, pokes it out of bounds. It's Yonsei possession as at number 5, Yang Zihao makes the last touch.
Yonsei's lucky there. Very, very lucky. So the Taiwan team has giving them a bit of breathing space.
You see the stats line. Tayan has made 7 turnovers, and Yonsei with only 1 in the third.
Lost it, got it back. Needs some help. Tries to bank it. Good rebound. That's much better rebounding. That's what it's all about. That's how you hustle. Swing. Drive. Corner. Sends it for the 3. Too strong. Hustle. Much better. Hesitant to take the 3. Corner 3. Bang! Oh yeah, oh yeah. They hit the front for the very, very first time since the first period. Yonsei University with a triple.
Tayan really running out of gas. You can see them slowing down, trying to catch up to the rotations there. And it's back to Tayan's possession. Under 2 minutes left. Here's Zihao. Denied entry. There's a spinning. Long 2. Ooh, bad landing. That's going to be Duan's personal foul. Duan Chenguo trying to get the rebound, but crashes into a Yonsei player.
Well, what did I say about gas, Taylor? Time and time again. Oh, yep, he just crashed on his back, so that's not good. And I think maybe, I don't want to take the credit here, Taylor. I think Yonsei must have heard me in terms of playing that better interior defense. They're rebounding a lot better. But can they continue it? They've got to continue it. Because this Taiwan team, they look very, very mentally tough, and they look like a bunch of guys who are not going to give up. At the line right now, he's got 7 points tonight, 6 rebounds. Their free throw, I think they need to go back to free throw shooting tonight.
The domestic fans egging on the Yonsei player at the line.
Well, it worked 50% of the time because Kang Chi-hun gets 1 out of 2, stops the clock.
Starting from the right. Yonsei running man defense, trying to create entry. And number 23, Zihao, draws a foul off of number 11, An Sung-woo. And tables have turned. Yonsei now with the lead, only by 1 possession though. And we're starting off again at the baseline. They've got fouls to spare. Zihao through the legs, a nutmeg pass. Let's see if Duan can get the foul, and yes sir, he does.
Okay, now a chance. Holding foul, 2 shots. So a referee from the Philippines says, at the line you go. I love that nutmeg. That's a highlight moment in itself.
Duan Chenguo with 19 points and 6 rebounds. Has made 6 points in the third quarter. Let's see if he can make it up to 7. Again, Tayan University's got some fans here at Bingjang Gymnasium on a Tuesday afternoon. This is the time where we could use a little coffee pick-me-up for sure. But they're keeping it interesting between Tayan University and Yonsei only 1 for 2, unfortunately, for Duan Chengguo.
Here come Yonsei. Just say, hold on to our horses. We're only up by 1. Let's not get carried away. We want the lead before, at the end of this period, shall I say, protecting. Gotta watch the clock as it winds down pretty quickly. On the drive, pulls it, can't bank it. A bit of a wedge, actually, slight wedge, and here they come.
Yonsei couldn't seal the deal. Let's see if Tayan can. Ooh, kickball violation.
That's as clear cut as you get.
Head coach of Tayan, Yang Wenhao, voicing his opinions onto the referees.
That's a mild way to put it.
We have to be as diplomatic as we possibly can.
200%.
Less than a minute to go. 13 seconds on the clock. Long 2. And there's a swish in dish for number 5, Yang Zihao.
Gotta put a hand on it. 15 points by Yang. Wow. Outside, good screen. Bit rushed though. Gotta find that sweet spot to get the bucket. Good defense by Tayan, just to try to deny. Travel violation, too many steps. What did I say about good D?
I think that's Yonsei's first travel violation as we take a look. Too many steps there.
That back step, oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, good eye by our PBA referee. Shot clock and regulation clock is winding down. Zihao assigned to make the moves here.
Oh, what the strip. The denial, but the foul, Tay. So you want to say something?
No, 6 seconds left, and number 5, Zihao, trying to recover from that turnover. Again, that's a black spot for Tayan University, is the amount of turnovers that they've committed in the game. See, look at him, trying to make up the difference with the block. That might be the first block for number 5, Zihao. It's got good hustle, but...
Just gets the bouncing in. That's Yi Pyong. Yup. Very much a small player. And don't get fooled by his name. It is Yup. I thought it was Yup, but he corrected me. Nice guy. Races.
Too strong, but free throws will be given to the Tayan University team. Take a look at the replay. Switches off. That is Cao Zihao.
Yeah, there was contact at the wrist, so the referee had no choice. Couldn't blame him. I thought in real time it looked okay, but there was, if you broke it down by the replay, there was contact.
Zihao with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and we've only got 1.9 seconds left in the third. Still keeping things very interesting, 49 all. So first game for Tayan University, second for Yonsei after a close win against Shanghai Jiaotong. Ooh, in and out it goes, and a valiant attempt by Yonsei.
And that was the heave of all heaves. So we have, after the end of the first half, where the Tayan team led comfortably, all of a sudden we are literally even Steven, 49-49 at the end of the third period between Tayan University of Technology and Yonsei University, the team from the People's Republic of Korea. It is a very, very good game. Sometimes the defense has improved by Yonsei, but Tayan being very, very consistent there, Taylor, with their transition.
Yeah, absolutely. A happy change, of course, for Yonsei University. Again, as you see on the stats line, Tayan University 0 for 7 from the perimeter. Now again, they're being a little bit too physical as Yonsei is getting many points, 11 points from free throw opportunities, but Tayan still has control of the boards. 30 rebounds to Yonsei's is 25.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's where they need to improve. And I mean, they improved a little bit better during the end of the third period, where they got some good defensive rebounds, which led to some buckets. And, you know, 4 big three-pointers. That was one of the major reasons because of the swing. So they're playing a lot better. Let's have a look at some of the highlights right here. Pump fake for the reverse. That was good. I mean, offensively, they have no problem with the confidence of attacking the rim. But they've got to play two-way basketball like Tayan.
Yeah, they need Tyran University needs to really need to show that control that we saw in the second quarter. Avoid as many turnovers and those foul calls as much as possible to finish game 2.
In the huddle they go. 49-49. How good is this? I hope it stays, well, this way in terms of being close there, Taylor, because so exciting to call great basketball games when they're really, really close. And number 6 with 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And that is King Sung-oh. And what about your team right there? Well, not your team, but
team.
I mean the
hey,
team.
We're neutral.
But the team that you're calling. Relax. Yeah, Tayan University of Technology. I mean, I'm impressed with their transition and their discipline D.
Yeah, and especially to number 5, Yang Zihao. He is on the smaller side for Tyran University, but again, you're really seeing the speed and agility as well as Duan Chengguo. 20 points, 6 rebounds. He is 9 for 10 from the field, so maybe you're going to see him racking up more points in this final quarter because unfortunately in the third quarter, Yonsei held them down to only 12 points and Tyran didn't have an answer, allowing 27 points for Yonsei University.
Well, Duan's only got 1 foul, so he's not in foul trouble, but he has been amazing. He could get a double-double today if he's pretty lucky. 4 more rebounds away from a double-double.
Tyran's possession. Look away pass on the corner, and there's the mid-range at the free throw line. Here comes the two teams fighting for the rebound.
Got options in both corners, but he goes up top, high arcing, hits the back iron, rebound by their opponents.
Only managing to get 1 field goal attempt. Ball goes back to Tyran University. Reset. And caught like a thief in the night, and a reverse shot made by number 23, Cao Zihao.
That was super creative and very naive of Yonsei to just leave him so super wide open, but that's what happens when you do a double team.
Yeah, they got lost in the rotations, and there was no support for the Yonsei defenders, and Julian Scott calls foul.
And the coach just trying to say to his players, make the right move and go around. 14 seconds left on the shot clock for the inbound. And Ju Young will inbound this for Yonsei. Way out, swing, release, too strong. That was too much muscle in that one. Rebound, yes! And good job by Ju Young to get the putback to go to tie it all up.
Yeah, that's what Yonsei head coach wants to see. If you can't make the first shot, you gotta be strong and get control of those rebounds. Zihao to the corner. Here's a catch and shoot. Still 0. 0 shots from out in the perimeter. Cao Zihao to Guan Chengguo. And a catch and shoot opportunity. 2 attempts out in the perimeter, and still no points made for Tyran in that possession.
Good rebound by Chi-hun. He really grabbed that and showed some handbags. And because of that, they've got the package on the drive. Trying to being cut off. Offensive foul, basket doesn't count.
he looks surprised himself.
He looks like a K-pop star.
He does have the nice hair.
Ooh, ouch, ouch.
That's a headbutt, it looked like.
Yeah, it's good to use your head in life, but
not in that way.
Not too much.
Yeah.
Lee Ju-young with 10 points and 3 rebounds, 4 of 11 from the field.
Zihao to Duan Chengguo. Returns the favor. Lobs it out to the right side. Now at the wing is Zihao. And Yonsei effective in putting pressure as they try to beat the buzzer. They recover it. Second time is not a charm. Duan Chengguo trying to get another board for Taiyuan University.
Well, everybody was kung fu fighting, like the song says. That was really, really good grit and hustle to try to grab it, despite what the horn was saying. And Lee Ju-young saying to the referee, what's going on? The horn blew. We should have got the ball back. He said, nope, touch, so all good.
Keeping the ball alive, Taiyuan University has 14 seconds left. Zhihao now swinging it, and there's a pocket pass, trying to drive through offensive foul for Taiyuan University. That's going to be number 14, Yang Hulong.
That is a good call by Julian Scott, our referee.
Now, Taiyuan University has held off on the turnovers. However, they're getting a little bit too physical and a little bit careless getting those offensive fouls.
All alone, unsupervised, bang! That's what happens when you leave Lee Ju-young alone, wide open. He punishes you from downtown.
Again, seeing the missed rotations, the double team is not working out in Taiyuan's favor as you see that uncontested shot made. And again, they're blowing it wide open with those perimeter shots. Unfortunately, Taiyuan unable to make a single one yet. And there we go. There's a rebound from Duan Chengguo.
Loose ball.
Here's the drive in, the spin, a kick out, and trying to get the ball poked out is number 9, Li Yujin.
Yeah, no, that was good hustle right there by Yujin. That's much better. That's what the coach wants, what Yongjin wants, that grit and hustle to chase those loose balls, because I thought that was a little bit non-existent in the first half, and that's why. But this time out, a reset, I mean, and the Taiyuan team can't hit a three. I mean, if they can hit a three, I think they'll be comfortably in front.
Well, maybe that's not in their repertoire. Perhaps they're not very, that's not their specialty. They're not really outside shooters. Again, that comes with their size. And with number 5, I think, based on what we're seeing today, he loves those dribble drive-in penetrations, loves those pocket passes that we've seen all game long. So we'll see if he can chip away at the score. He's only had 15 points. I believe he has not scored a single point in the final quarter. As we're taking a look at some of the moving highlights with a call timeout made by Taiyuan University of Technology. Again, they are the northwestern region in mainland China. To return to the court, we're still hearing their domestic fans cheering on Taiyuan University.
51-54. It's been really, really close. There's referee Julian Scott, who used to work in as a jail officer. I don't know what the right title is. Yes, he used to be in charge of.
Officer?
Sorry?
Correctional officer?
Yes, that's the word I'm looking for.
It's okay, English is hard.
Very. So he did that job before he was a referee, and that he said that set the tone for him being a referee. Shot clock violation, good pressure defense by Yonsei. So 6:31 to go. Still anybody's game. Who's got the grit, the pedal, screen, drive. Oh, open house. Thank you very much. I'll take some donuts to go. What a basket by Lee Ju-young. Hits them with a layup to open the score, and a turnover. They've got the numbers too. Drives the lane. Thank you very much. 4-0 run. Coach of Taiyuan wants a timeout.
Yeah, there was no way to stop number 13 from Yonsei. That's Kang Ji-hoon. There was a mouse in the house as Yang Zihao was the only one guarding the paint in that instance. And, you know, head coach of Taiyuan, Yang Won-hai, was very smart to call that timeout just to stop any more runs. And again, that was from a turnover touchdown moment from Yonsei University as we take a look at just those last just the last minute alone.
Well, it all started with those, those pressing, that press, the steal, and then, there was a mismatch right there, and Chi-Hun, he knew that he had the size advantage, so he just extended and go gadget layup.
Yeah, Yonsei taking advantage of the weak spot that I mentioned earlier is those turnovers made by Tayan University. Don't have the exact number of turnovers on hand right now, but again, there's those moments when Tayan is not paying attention where Yonsei will just come through and sneak attack with those poke outs and steals. As let's see how they fare after the timeout called by Yang Won-hao.
Talk about adjustments, talking about playing better down the stretch. It's great what you did in the first 3 quarters, but it's the 4th quarter that counts. 15 points scored, 6 assists, 2 steals by Lee Ju-young. He might be a contender for player of the game if Yonsei comes away with the win. But I want to ask you, Taylor, if Tayan comes away with a win, who's your vote for who has impressed you in terms of potential player of the game?
You're talking about Tayan? Well, I mean,
course.
it's between the two, Yang Zihao and Duan Chengguo, so number 5 and 12. Now, number 12, Duan Chengguo, is a heavy hitter in the paint. He's not the biggest center, but he's effective in creating spacing and protecting the paint. Now, with number 5, Zihao, waiting at the wing right now. We see the catch and shoot. Let's see if they can break that goose egg. They certainly can't. However, if they do win, he is also a top contender for player of the game, as that's the second travel violation that Yonsei has made.
So it goes the other way very, very quickly. And the coach, Coach Junjin, not blaming anybody. Pushing the package up the court.
Look away pass. Ooh, risky high pass over. Euro step. And here comes Zihao, pull up for the long, too short, saves himself. Pazzo stats, there we go, there's a splash.
Gets his own miss, and the Yonsei team were just napping a little bit.
Yeah, it ricocheted right back into his hands, and he's like, all right, well, uncontested, I'm gonna make that shot.
We're reaching the halfway point of this 4th quarter. Over the top.
3-second violation.
3-second call.
We don't get that many of those.
No, you don't. Certain countries and markets, the referees are very, very heavy on it. Malaysia over the years got very strict on it. And Southeast Asia really coming down hard. FIBA Asia has tried to educate the ecosystem on that.
Zihao to Zihao. Very similar names, phonetically speaking. Here's another catch and shoot. Oof, too short. That was not the prettiest attempt from the corner.
The wind took it. The internal wind.
Yes, we do have a fan here.
That's right, a very strong one too. So up top, they're just trying to stay patient. Yonsei on the spin, got caught, high arcing 3. Oof. But can they save it? No, they can't. It goes the other way, back into the hands of Tayan University of Technology.
Timeout called. This time it's from Yonsei University. Clock is winding down, 4.5 minutes left to go. Now, Tayan has been held down. Before this timeout, they only managed to score 2 points. Again, 3rd quarter, they started off the final quarter with 49 points. So Tayan only has 4 points. Nothing is impossible, though. They're only a couple of possessions behind.
Nothing is possible. And like compared to the previous game, Taylor, no players in major foul trouble. I mean, compared to the previous game that we had in game 1 and today.
That was quite the exception to the rule, I feel like.
Out of this world, a low-scoring game, but it went to overtime, and yeah, it was a grit. It was a grit and hustle that the referee had to call so many fouls in that game. It wasn't funny.
See, this is why we need AUBL, is to really give a platform for these teams that nobody really knows. So Etigen is truly, again, we keep saying it again, but there's truth to it, where they're the dark horse and they're fun to watch, especially coming from a handful of their players on the roster.
Yonsei 58.
You see Yonsei University running full court press on Tayan University with Tao Zihao bringing it over in half court. And Guan coming up top. There's the screen roll, dribble drive, downhill, draws a foul off of number 9, Li Yu-jin.
Li Yu-jin has played really, really well today. Let's look at this. Yep, too handsy.
Yeah, holding foul for him will lead to free throws for Duan Chengguo.
Still plenty of time in this too.
So relief for the Tayan players. I'm sure he makes the first bucket. Now he has 21 points on the stats line.
He's my vote for player of the game if Taiwan win.
I think it's valid. And 2 for 2.
Well, with shots like that, very valid.
Absolutely.
As Yonsei has struggled from the line today. But they are up by a triple with 4 minutes to go, or over 4 minutes to go. They need to hit a bucket, and they can't get complacent. And they've got to be quick in transition like Taiyuan. Shoots for the contested 3. Wedgie!
I'm getting all my games mixed up. Did we have a wedgie in this game or in the last game?
No, the previous game. This is the first wedgie of the game.
Got it. Oop.
Talk about getting stuck.
Those are always so funny to see.
Yep, your offense got
So
stuck.
comical.
Literally. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Hand off. Said, give me back door. He wants a back door. Drive. Posting up. Gotta watch the clock. Shoots for the midi. Yes! In the nick of time to give Yonsei that 5-point buffer. Nicely done by King Sung-oh.
Yonsei trying to distance themselves away from Tayan with 3.5 minutes to go. He shakes off number 1. But there's the switch. Reset. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Now there's a double team and a foul call on number 1, Lee Hae-sul.
I tell you what, the referees have had to work harder today with the amount of physicality that the two games have brought thus far.
But luckily, you know, we're seeing the physicality in this second game. However, there's a lot less stoppages in this game too. So, you know, we see moments of runs from both teams where we see, you know, control of the tempo as another
Off ball, I think. Off ball foul.
Call of foul is made. Pushing foul for number 1, Lee Hae-sul. Subbing in is Lee Ju-young as Lee Hae-sul has committed back-to-back fouls.
Okay, yep. Started there, not the best angle, but at the line he goes. The leading scorer in this game.
Duan Chengguo has been faring really well at the free throw line in the second half. He's so far 100%. Don't want to jinx anything, but I might have just jinxed it. Who knows?
He's got a double-double, 23-10.
He certainly does, yeah. 23 points, 10 rebounds. You might be right. He could be the contender for player of the game if Tayan University takes the win, but they're behind 2 possessions still. He misses the second one, and yes, I did certainly jinx it.
Ja. Quickly, stop. He needs some help. Lost the handle.
Ooh, bad handles there, and here comes Speedy Gonzalez Zihao, but he's got poor handles himself.
Pass up, smart, unselfish. A really, really good pass by Eugene.
Zihao trying to create a fast break opportunity. Stopped by the Yonsei players. Had to wait for the trailers. Look away pass, and a beautiful finish by Duan Chengguo. And Zihao will get the assist for the dish and swish.
What a move and what a recovery. He's got 25-10 now. Impressive. Love his numbers, love his play, love his defense. Court. stopped in his tracks there earlier. Long three. Oh, connects on a three. What a time to step up and send it. Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
ice in his veins even.
Very icy. Lee Ju-young.
A quick lob to Zihao. And Yonsei sets the trap up for number 5. And Cao Zihao look away pass all the way to the corner. Around and out it goes. Still 0 from the perimeter.
Less looking for the patience, looking for the calmness. They've got the lead, a good lead. Just don't turn it over off the cross. Oh, what a dish. Unselfish to just offload it to the other big man.
Yeah, Yonsei was really great on adapting to the mismatch in size. And Tayan didn't have an answer. Here's the catch and shoot. Again, no good. I'm not going to expect any shots from the perimeter for Tayan University. They're just not falling for them at all.
I'd love to see that replay again with that offload, but 67-58, that was an Instagram moment. I mean, whew. But still, this game ain't over. Look at that, 0 for 13, 6 for 30 in terms of three-point attempts for the respective teams.
Yeah, not the greatest percentages, but look, Yonsei has it over Tayan, and that's what's important for the men in white. And here from downtown, way off target. Somebody check the wind in here. And again, another attack. There we go. Thank you very much. 感谢你, Gao Jiayun.
Hao Cho, which means in Mandarin Chinese, good shot. Yonsei cannot get complacent. They're only up by 2. Drives to the net and puts it away with the layup.
Nope.
The laser move. Good stuff, Lee Ju-young.
Yeah, we're seeing Tayan University. They're kind of cracking or breaking at the seams, trying to go in for 2 threes with less than a minute remaining. There's a kick out, and deep from downtown, Pound Town is number 5, Yang Zihao.
What a downtown, Pound Town shot.
He's got 20 points and 9 for 23 from the field.
Trying to finish strong and not turn it over and not do any silly mistakes. 30 seconds to go. They've got 1 foot in victory lane for the contested 3. Long rebound. They will get some fresh time. 69-64, and there's the foul.
Yeah, Tayan has given it up at this point. They're going to be purposefully making these fouls. And that's a personal foul for Yang Hulong. So kind of shaving some time. It's still Yonsei's possession.
Inbound. What a comeback. Down 15 points at the half. Adjustments. And grit and changing it up. Lost the handle.
Ooh, final possession, Tayan University, 3 seconds, 2-1, and let's see coast to coast land. And there you have it, folks. A beautiful finish.
And the final score right here after a very, very entertaining second half. After being 15 points down, Yonsei University of the People's Republic of Korea take this 69-66 over Taiyuan University of Technology. What a game, Taylor Chen. What a game.
Yeah, Yonsei now is undefeated in the AUBL tournament. Now, a great effort pulled by Tayan University, but unfortunately, the black spot, as I mentioned before, is the turnovers made by Tayan University. Now, Yonsei, though, sticking to their guns with those perimeter shots. They kept trying all 4 quarters, and it was the final quarter where they opened it up.
Final score right here, Yonsei University 69, Taiyuan University of Technology 66. Those are the stats right there. Taylor, 2 big 3-pointers scored for the Taiyuan University of Technology.
But as I said, maybe a little bit too little, too late. I mean, it's basically the same thing for Shanghai Jiao Tong University against Yonsei University. We'll shortly figure out the player of the game. Now, one bright spot is they did out-rebound Yonsei University, and a couple of players that stood out for Tayan University is number 5, Yang Zihao, as well as number 12, Duan Chengguo. So watch out for those players in the oncoming days.
That's right. Don't forget, on Thursday is the rest day. We got 2 more games today, 4 more games tomorrow. A lot of excitement at the Asian University Basketball League Season 2025. The player of the game will be announced very soon. And then after that, our media manager and also courtside reporter Zoe Zhao will conduct the interview. As you can see, that very friendly lady up with a microphone in a black uniform coming on court very, very shortly. And suspense, drum roll, who is the player of the game?
Congratulations. 好的，恭喜李楚勇获得了本场比赛单场最佳球员，有请工作人员送上我们的奖牌以及纪念品。Take a photo, please.
3 fouls. And got the stuffed doll, which Taylor Chen loves very much.
I mean, I don't love it, but I just expect every player to receive it.
It is cute though.
It is cute. Yeah. It's cute. I don't need one, but
yeah, I'm gonna be thick-skinned and ask for one for my children.
All right. You got it. You got it.
You got it.
Gotta bring something home.
True that.
单场最佳球员。
So anyway, because we cannot hear the interview because this is more from the client's perspective.
观众朋友们，您正在收看的是亚洲大学生篮球联赛的比赛直播。站在我身边的是刚刚获得本场比赛夸克最佳球员奖的李主英。Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching AUBL. Now standing beside me is the Quaker Player of the Game, number 5 from Yonsei University. 恭喜你拿到这场比赛的胜利，还有第2次拿到本场比赛最佳球员奖。那么你现在心情如何？有什么想要跟大家分享的呢 ？Congratulations for winning the Player of the Game against. Now, what's your feeling right now? What do you want to share to the fans?
I'm very happy.
我现在非常高兴，相信很多球迷是通过夸克了解到 AUBL， 了解到李主英，了解到我们的精彩的比赛。那么我接下来再问问他有什么话想要对球迷说的。Is there any message you want to send to the fans?
일단 여기 한국에서 중국까지 멀리 와주신 분들에게 너무 감사해서 이런 코트장 안에서 저희가 좀 힘없는 모습을 보여드리면 어떡하지 걱정했었는데 오늘 경기를 계기로 이제 남은 본선 경기들 한국에서 오신 만큼 더 10배 이상 더 좋은 추억 남기고 가실 수 있도록 제가 열심히 준비하도록 하겠습니다.
有很多球迷是为了看这场比赛从韩国来到了中国，我不会让这些球迷失望的。谢谢。
A lot of fans for this games coming from Korea to China, so I won't let the fans down. Thank you for your supporting. 在第3节比赛中呢，在前面上半场比赛其实最长是15分落后，但是在第3节追了回来。At the beginning, it's losing as 15 points, but catch up in the third quarters. What did you do, and what the team did for the third quarter?
15점 차로 지고 있었는데 어떻게 해서 이겼는지. 전반전에는 저희가 원래 하던 플레이를 하나도 하지 못해서 그런 부분 원래 하던 거 하자라는 얘기를 했고 후반전에 이제 원래 저희 모습이 나온 건데 오늘 전반에 저희가 조금 상대팀한테 밀려다니면서 조금 약한 모습을 보여줬던 게 15점 차로 벌려진 계기여서 후반전에는 그냥 우리 원래 하던 대로 강하게 부시자. 그래서 몸싸움도 즐기고 그냥 안에서 즐기면서 하자. 원래 하던 대로 그렇게 얘기했던 것밖에 없는 거예요.
前半场的时候我们没打出该有的状态，下半场的时候我们积极的利用身体对抗，赢得了这场比赛。
In the first half, we didn't play our game. We didn't play our basketball. In the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, we played our game. We tried our best, used our physical better, so we win this game. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For tonight, so that should be. Please join. That's the final score, everyone. 69-66. The scoreboard don't lie. That's how the game has finished. We'll be back very, very shortly for our wrap-up session for this game between Yonsei University and the wonderful, great university from their opponent, Taiwan University as well, which is the Taiwan University of Technology. So if you're thinking about what's the great word to hashtag today for AUBL 2025 for day 2, I'm going to put the hashtag one word, grind. What's your hashtag word, Taylor?
Ooh, I mean, hustle, I guess.
Yeah,
I
hustle.
suppose. Yeah.
No, but all jokes aside, you know, today was just a real display of what, okay, physicality was really brought to not just this game, but the previous game as well. And that made the referees have to work harder and smarter in the both respective games. But it was highly entertaining.
It was definitely very entertaining. It was a great debut for Tayan University. And, you know, what's great is it's day 2 already. We're almost halfway with this day, and we're already seeing some standout players from every single team that we've seen. And, again, as I mentioned before, Yonsei is undefeated. So
That's right.
We'll find out more.
But I don't want to sound like a negative pill. They have a lot of adjustments to make to their game. Talented team, but they've got to play two-way basketball. For Taiwan University Technology, impressive, great grit, great hustle. But if they can try to find a shooter in the next couple of days, that will really give them a lot more production on the scoreboard. But for me, Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen, thank you very much for watching the second game of AUBL 2025. Catch us at 5 p.m. for the third game of this amazing tournament. We'll catch you then.